friends, Greg Newmaster coming at you again with another action figure review. Today I have Star Wars The Vintage Collection Migs Mayfeld, played by the wonderful Bill Burr himself. If you like this review, please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it and help me to build my channel. You guys all rock, and I love talking about action figures and Star Wars and comic books and all that great stuff. So anyhow, honestly, I had to get this figure just because I love Bill Burr, the actor and comedian first. I actually just saw him a month ago in Pittsburgh, at the University of Pittsburgh, and he was hilarious. I'm just a big fan of his down-to-earth sort of blue-collar humor. He has that awesome ability to complain and bitch about something and just make it so funny. I just really enjoy that about him. In terms of Migs Mayfeld, the character, I was really excited to see him on The Mandalorian. He was excellent in both of the episodes that he was in. Season 1, it was the one where they had the heist and Mando had to help out the band of criminals, and then he gets double-crossed, and then he double-crosses them, and it's just a great episode. And then we see Migs Mayfeld again in season 2 because he was put into jail, and then Mando needs his help again. And that's actually an episode where you see Din Djarin's face again, and he removes his helmet, which is forbidden according to the Mandalorian creed, at least in the cult that he's a part of Death Watch. So... but anyhow, Bill Burr was excellent in that Migs Mayfeld, and he actually had a deep sort of story, a little PTSD, where he was a part of a battalion that had to, kill a bunch of innocent people, and then he just lets loose on a bunch of Imperials. So it was a really good episode, and he actually showed some depth as an actor in that episode, Bill Burr. So just great character. Had to get this action figure. I actually ordered it from a British retailer suggested by Bosk's Bounty. So it came really fast. It came in about a week. The shipping was a little bit expensive. It was around $20, but it was okay because I got two figures. I got Migs Mayfeld and I got Casca Reeves. So I'll be doing a review on her next. So anyhow, let's get into this. Bust this guy out. And there's Bill Burr himself. You might recognize him from a Chappelle show when he used to have hair. He was a part of the racial draft, which was a really funny skit. Very nice image, nice card. My package was pretty beat up in the mail, to tell you the truth. But the cards look okay. If you care about the card, here he is on the pill. Get used to these pills going away. So savor them, enjoy them, because these plastic pills aren't going to be there anymore. Here he is on the back. There's Mithral, Queel, Bib Fortuna, Lobot, Migs, Axe Woves. I really want this guy just because I like the way his armor looks. Bo-Katan and Casca Reeves. So let's open him up. I already cut the pill with an X-Acto knife, so I can just pull him out instead of destroying the card. And I thought, when I saw this figure, I thought it was going to be a bunch of reused parts. It looked like the Sand or the Beach Trooper from Rogue One. But it looks like he might have some original parts on him instead of just being a repaint. I can't get this blaster out. Just pop that out there. So here's a quick look at the blaster. No paint detail, just sort of a standard plastic. So there's this blaster, and I'll put it in the holster there, just so we can get a good look at this. So anyhow, he looks great, man. It's mind blowing. This is mind blowing. This is 3.75 inches, and it looks like Bill Burr. I mean, it's just so incredible how far they've come with this technology. There's his nice bald head, and just even the shading and the beard. Like, look at that. Terrific. Just great. Unbelievable how far they've come with this realistic painting technology. And that's his head. And the greens look really nice. They beat up a couple stormtroopers or Imperials and steal their outfits, him and Din Djarin. And they have this outfit, so he looks really cool. Let's check out the articulation. Shoulders go up that high. His head, he's on the double jointed neck peg barbell. So that's really nice. I was very excited that they gave the helmet that slides over the head. So look at how nice that looks. And it's just, there's something very satisfying about being able to take the helmet off to reveal the face instead of swapping heads. And I understand why they did the swapping heads, but I just love it when you can put the helmets on like so. And he looks great. So we got some torso articulation. You do complete rotation. A little bit, just a minimal crunch, minimal back bend. Can tilt side to side. There is an elbow swivel. And we get a little more than the 90 degrees, so you don't need the double joints. Rotation in the wrist. There is no hinge, though. So no hinge on this figure. Let's see. Oh, there is a hinge on the other side, so that's odd. They didn't put... Oh, they did put a hinge. This is the horizontal version, as you can see. So the hinge is horizontal on this wrist, but it's vertical on... And make it vertical for you. You guys are like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. So there's the vertical hinge for the weapons holding hand. I love that. I think if any figure has a weapon, the articulation should have this kind of hinge on it. It just works better for guns and swords. So that's great. So let's check out the almighty thigh joint. And my goodness, they gave him the... Oh, no, they didn't give him the T-joint. No, okay, I'm wrong. So never mind. It's the Y joint. It's not the T joint. I thought they improved that on this, but they didn't. Just so you guys understand what I'm talking about. So this is a Y. See how it's a Y shape? I'm going to flip them upside down and see those little hip joints. That's a Y. And I understand it serves a purpose. It's just not my favorite kind of hip joint because see how the legs stick out like so? And you sort of have to do some extra manipulation. Also, I want to note that there's a thigh cut right there. A very minimal articulation in the knees as well. But back to what I was saying. So this is a Y joint. So in a lot of the new figures, this is the Death Watch Mandalorian. This is a T joint. This is the classic T joint hips. Just like on classic G.I. Joes. I don't think there's a better design for hips on action figures. This is the best one. This is the way to go. I don't know why they try different ones. Maybe because certain figures have skirts and whatnot. But so they gave him the Y joint. So maybe that's because they reused parts of the Sand Trooper or the Beach Trooper figure. If I'm saying that right, correct me in the comments if I'm saying the wrong figure. I'm talking about the Stormtroopers from the beach from Rogue One. That figure. I don't remember exactly what the name of it is. So the leg articulation is kind of poor. Also, especially because look at that bend. That's a pathetic bend. That's like a Super 7 bend, like what we've been getting with the Thundercats. Which is disappointing because Hasbro has made vast improvements. There's the ankle, a hinge. We got up and down. There's no pivot. So articulation's not so good. The head sculpt is awesome. And it's a really nice uniform, armored uniform for Migs Mayfeld and Bill Burr. But I mean, just look at the difference here. So here's the T-joint with the Death Watch. This is some of the finest articulation on the 3.75 Star Wars figures I've ever seen. So we got the T-joint in the hips, and then watch how much his knee bends. Like, look at that. That's more than 90 degrees. This is the Migs Mayfeld bend. Like, that's as far as it can go. That's not even close to 90. And this is more than 90. So that's a big difference. So, you know, that's kind of a bummer for articulation if you want to get them in dynamic poses. Furthermore, so this has pivot in the ankle. There is no pivot in this ankle, just a hinge. So, whatever, not a big deal. I love the fact that the helmet comes off. So it's a great figure. I got this from Britain. I believe they're called Star Action figures from UK. Just look it up. You can get them pretty quickly if you're in the United States. You're going to pay a little bit extra for shipping. But it came quick and fast, and I took a risk and wanted to see what it was like. And I wanted the figures now instead of later, where you have to wait forever with Hasbro Pulse, which makes no sense whatsoever. But he looks great. Highly recommend him, especially if you love Bill Burr. And here, hey, Bill Burr, if you ever see this, look, man, here's your action figure. My very own Bill Burr action figure. Love it. Love his comedy. So if you like the review, please like and subscribe. And God bless you all, guys. Peace.